this past school year, I've been serving as an adjunct professor at Cedarville University. Pray for Cedarville. And so I've been there, and I teach one class, personal evangelism, on Mondays, 3-hour class. And I don't know if you know this, but at Cedarville, students who go there basically have to fill out a declaration of faith, a statement of faith. Technically, that means that the only type of student that they will receive is one who professes faith in Jesus Christ. Well, as we all know, you can put a lot of stuff on paper, but that not be the reality. This past semester, I had a student by the name of Melody. And I knew from the very beginning where we had them type out their testimony at the very beginning, I knew that there's a very good chance that she actually did not know the Lord. And so there was one day where I thank the Lord because when there was one day she said, hey, I want to talk. So we sat down and talked through what it means to be a disciple of Jesus. And then later on in class, I just walked by her one time and said, hey, how's your heart doing? She said something very quick, but then later on I got an email. I want to read to you her email. I'm walking away. I can't believe in a God who is either incompetent or a hypocrite. God is just. Oh, right, that's why so many orphans die each day. God is a provider. That must be why so many people will go to bed hungry tonight. God will never leave you. Yeah. He's definitely with each girl while her body is being used and abused. God is our Father. Surprise, most fathers actually try to shield their children from hurt and pain. Oh, wait, silly me. This is all a result of the fall, because that was the best an all-powerful God could do. Then she wrote, outside of weddings, funerals, and maybe an act of God himself, I have absolutely no intention of ever stepping foot in church again. Maybe I'll change my mind, but until then I can be perfectly moral on my own. I don't need someone telling me every single time I make a mistake. I like to live my life doing the best that I can, rather than doing my best and always being reminded that it's not good enough. Screw that. As a song by Fun says, I will die for my own sins. Thanks a lot. And she ended the email by saying, so anyways, thank you so much for your time you've taken to meet with me and for praying for me. Feel free to take me off your prayer list or whatever. Save them for someone who wants them more than me. I wrote her an email back and I just gently said, I thank you for your honesty. I'm not going to stop praying for you. And the staff and the elders have been praying for the unbelievers in my class for the past few months. Last Saturday night, I'm walking down the aisle. About midway back is Melody. And I sat down and she was broken. And we sat and talked and I said, Melody, if you're serious about what it means to follow the Lord, if you really are serious about talking, meet me in my office at 10 a.m. on Monday. This past Monday at 10 a.m., Melody walks in my office. And she's not doing well. See, folks, it was very apparent from her email that the God that she described as the biblical God wasn't actually the actual God of the Bible. And we talked through the gospel again. And I said to her, do you want to become a disciple and a daughter of Jesus? And she said, yes. I asked her to pray, and in the middle of her prayer, this is all she could pray. It was awesome. She said, Lord, I'm a mess. Can you save this mess? In a still small voice, but yet so loud. I think the only way you could hear it is if you have the Spirit. It was like the Lord said, that's all I do. And God granted her faith and repentance in that moment. later on, she tweeted this: Lord, thank you for your overwhelming grace and waterproof mascara. And a hashtag, unspeakable joy. She graduated from Cedarville yesterday morning. She wrote me an email later on, and this is what she said: I think I'm more excited for Sunday than graduation. Apex Melody is here with us today. After I pray, we're going to sing Melody's Getting Baptized today. And so I want to encourage you. But folks, maybe you're here and you're like, wait a minute, I'm a mess. I'm not a disciple of Jesus. Can this God that you're talking about save me? And I will tell you, and Melody will tell you, oh yes, he can. Oh yes, he can. So we want to encourage you after we're done today, if you want to talk about beginning a relationship with Christ, we would love to sit down with you and talk about that. Let me pray. Lord,